Hello again, or first time, whatever it might be. I'm going to do a video or a demonstration today on one of the techniques we use in the foundations class called pressure release. So the idea behind pressure release is that we apply pressure when we want the dog to change their behavior or do something different. When they do what we want them to do, we release the pressure. But before we get into that, maybe it would be helpful if I explained kind of the leash and why we use leashes and why they're so important to us. So in my experience, the leash has three different functions. The first function is going to be for what I call restriction. Talk about space being an important commodity for dogs. You can see right now this is Gypsy, and she's a 4-month-old Dane. She would much rather be wandering around than staying close to me, so I'm using the leash to restrict where she has access to. The second thing that we use the leash for is we can use the leash for corrections. So with corrections, a lot of times we're talking about, popping the collar, and that, and depending on what the leash is attached to, whether it's a prong collar, a slip lead, or even a flat collar, you can deliver different intensity levels, I guess, of corrections. Then the third thing that we use the leash for, and this becomes really important when we're doing pressure release, is direction. So which way we want the dog to move in order to release the pressure. So keep that in mind. So with pressure release, we are using, again, pressure to give direction to the dog, and then when they do what we want them to do, when they complete the task, we go ahead and we release the pressure. It becomes, if you're familiar with operant conditioning, that is what we call a negative reward, or I am taking something away from the dog in order to reward it. I'm removing the pressure in order to reward the dog for their good behavior. So here we go. We'll give it a shot here and see how we're doing now. Gypsy's young. She's like, I don't know, 4 months old maybe. So I'm just working her on a flat collar. Normally I'd do a sled, but whereas she's so young, I'm just trying to work her on a flat collar first, just so that I don't, so I can move up if I need to with it. I don't like going right to the strongest tools right away. So anyway, so we're gonna have her come, have her pull here. Come, good. I want her to sit, give her the direction, pull straight up, sit, and I just wait. Good, she sits, mark it, reward her, and immediately pressure goes away. There's no tension on the leash. So now if she goes and she stands up, or if she does something else, I put the pressure back on until she relaxes. Pressure off, pressure on, pressure off. Good. Okay, Gypsy, wait. Good girl. This becomes the same thing when we are walking or walking with them, loose leash walking. I start walking is when she pulls on the leash. I just apply pressure here. Good. Wait for her to come in, and then I release the pressure. What you don't want to do is let the dog pull you down the road like this, where there's always pressure against you with it. Think about that's how they train sled dogs, and so unless you want to live with a sled dog for the rest of your life, it's best just to not let them drag you. So post up, just don't move. Teach them to come back into it. Good girl. Oh. Gypsy. Sit. Good. Good girl. Sit. Even though I asked her to sit, she didn't sit. She looked at me. I still want to reward eye contact with her. Trying to build up that rapport with her still. So rewarding the eye contact there. Good girl. Now she's here, she's calm, she's confident. This is what we like. Again, no pressure. If she starts to get nervous or tense or whatever, then that's when we would apply pressure until she settles down. So anyway, hopefully this is useful to you. If it is, let us know, leave a message, contact us. If not, leave a message or contact us, I guess, either way. So, oh, sit, Gypsy, sit. So this is important too, just being patient, waiting for her to comply. Notice I'm not lifting her up into position, I'm not forcing her into the position, I'm just simply letting her deal with the pressure until she chooses to release it. I'm giving her all the information that she needs with the direction that I'm putting the pressure on, or that I'm applying the pressure, and just waiting for her to realize that there's a more comfortable way to do this right now. Good. Thank you for that perfect demonstration. Good girl.